WWE superstar Kofi Kingston.
Yes, sir.
Kofi, what's the biggest misconception about a WWE superstar?
The biggest misconception, you'd be surprised at how many of us actually have college educations. You know what I mean? We're out there with our shirts off and brawling and everything and really telling that story of good and evil. But a lot of us are, most of us, the majority of the roster, are college educated, very bright and smart individuals.
Now, you're a high flyer. Where did this background of high flying come from with you, man? You're jumping all over the place, going crazy. How'd you get into the business?
You know what? It's always something that I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a WWE superstar, and I was always told I wasn't big enough or I wasn't strong enough, and I decided I wouldn't take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept grinding, you know what I'm saying? And as far as like being a high flyer, I've always been able to jump. I don't know where it came from, because I don't think my mom or my dad are very jumpy parents. I've never actually.
Were you climbing trees as a kid?
I did. I actually dislocated my wrist one time. I fell out of a tree, so I only climbed that tree 1 or 2 times. But yeah, man, I don't know where it came from.
How'd you come up with your finishing move?
Trouble in Paradise, the spinning roundhouse kick. You know what I'm saying? I always actually, I used to watch Kung Fu movies, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of cartoons, and you'll always see Bruce Lee doing that spinning roundhouse kick, so I think it was only natural for me to adapt that and, bring it into what I do.
Kofi, what's the worst finishing move you've ever seen? There's been some bad ones over the years.
The worst finishing move I've ever seen, you know what, to be honest, this guy over here to my left, Big Sheamus, I've been the victim a couple of times of his Celtic cross and also his pump kick.
Brutal.
Definitely brutal. Not fun, but I have a hard head. I'm strong-headed, so it's all good.
Now, obviously you're a WWE superstar, but you're also a sports fan, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite sport?
Got to be football. New England Patriots, man.
Beautiful.
And actually, we just had a preseason game and we blew the other team out. It was like 47-16 or something like that.
You gotta love that, especially since the Patriots made lots of moves in the offseason. What do you think is going to happen with the New England Patriots this NFL season, Kofi?
I'm not one to count my chickens before they hatch, but I'll say that we are looking very, very good with Ocho Cinco and Haynesworth. And, of course, you have the mastermind himself, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think we're looking pretty good.
Are you a fantasy football guy?
I do. I play a little bit of I don't really have too much time these days, but yeah.
Now, who would be your first pick in the fantasy football draft of 2011?
Definitely Tom Brady, without a doubt. Tom Brady.
Beautiful.
Consistent.
That's what I like to see. And so you were a big fan of wrestling growing up as a kid?
Absolutely.
Who were some of your favorite wrestlers?
Ricky Steamboat was definitely one of my favorites. Bret Hart, Owen Hart. I always used to like the martial arts guys and also the high flyers, So Ricky Steamboat was probably the ultimate hybrid wrestler that I like the most.
Legend.
Absolutely.
Ricky Steamboat. Yeah. Kofi, always great to talk to you, man. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.